Oh, hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I'm still in the middle of uploading my top 10 Bionicle Titan sets. Yeah, that's a video. It's a list video. I have another one for y'all right now, so prepare yourselves for... apologize for any glares and whatnot. Yeah. Over here, that's the sun beating against my, closet doors. Just ignore it. So, this is a top 10 Rahi. These are my favorite Rahi. Before we get to the list, I have to answer a question. Can we see your self-mock? Yes, you can see my self-mock. I will do a video review of my self-mock when I get around to reviewing my entire Toa team, because my self-mock leads a team of 6 Toa. So I will get around to reviewing those at some point. I don't know when. Probably by the end of this week. Maybe Friday. Maybe Saturday. I don't know. But we'll see. Anyway, back to the list. I appreciate the comment, though. Starting with number 10. There's no honorable mentions, by the way, so fuck it. This is going to be a weird list. I had to think about it a little bit because there are an abundance of Rahi. Too many Rahi, actually. Including combiner models as well. And while there might not be... okay, there actually is a couple of those, I think. But I narrowed it down to the ones that I liked the best. Not counting the little tiny-ass little Rahis, like, and whatnot. Oh, come on. But this is my list, alright? So, yours is fine. You can post yours in the comment section below. So, number 10 is Gadunka. Holy Gadunka! That was a funny line in the Toamari movie. Yeah, I actually like Gadunka. Gadunka is a funny and ridiculous, stupid fucking name, but hey. He was this weird little cretin from the pit, I guess, that was mutated by the, well, actually, no, I guess he was, like, enlarged by the, Mask of Life. And, as a result, he's got rather simple arms, interesting custom legs, a torso that is comprised of not one, not two, but 3 Enika torsos, upper torsos, in Metro Blue. Alright, Metro Blue, Mata Blue, Silver, Black, red as well, I think, for the Paraka foot in his mouth. That's supposed to be his tongue, I guess. Yeah, he's got the big freaking teeth. He's got big jaws. I eat you. Yeah, he looks like he's getting ready to have a feast upon your soul. He's a monster-looking thing. He does have a squid launcher, which... why does he need a squid launcher? I don't know. He's not a Baraki, but he does have a custom head casing thing, which glows in the dark, like the Takadox shells and head, and the Nocturne shells and head. It's an interesting concept, I guess. Gadunka is... his hands are actually kind of cool, too. 3-fingered, fingered little things that you could use on a mock if you really wanted to. It's a interesting design. There's some interesting, quirky design choices on this set. And not a lot of people actually like Gadunka. They actually see it as a flawed set. Fair enough. But at the same time, you gotta give them props for at least trying to make a monster creature from the pit. And, it looks pretty cool. Also, the Zyglag is not going to be on this list, because technically it's not a Rahi. There was... that's debatable, I guess, but hey. Gadunka's pretty cool. Number 9 is Skirmix. Maybe this isn't actually a Rahi, but I see it as a Rahi, though, because for Pharaoh and the Bone Hunters, The Skirmix are their rock steed. They look like T-Rexes in a way, I guess is the simplest way to put it. They had the 2009 version of Metro Red. They had silver. They had gray, dark gray. They had the weird Mystica spike pieces as like head decoration. They had the Cardass and Fenrak head thing in the red. They had Mystica claw pieces as well. The Gorash claws in red. They had his arms were simple and small, and the legs and the torso were custom and interesting. The tail was somewhat small. It looked like some kind of weird dinosaur, like it was meant to look like a T-Rex of some sort. And that's pretty cool, actually. I actually like Skirmix. It's a shame that I didn't, in recent years I got the chance to actually get it, but I couldn't justify spending the money on it because it wasn't that good of a price. But Skirmix was quite a well-received Rahi's set. Obviously, it came with the Bone Hunter Pharaoh, which is cool too. A gory-sized barbaric cretin. And the set was so cool that apparently it was re-released, but with slightly different box art background at least, to tie in with the Glatori Legends. So we got a double dose of Pharaoh and Skirmix. So you get two of the fucking things, and you have like a small little watch post of these things. I don't know. Skirmix was a pretty cool set. He wasn't the best, but it was definitely one of the more, dinosaur-y creatures, which would have been like part of the story of 2010, but hey, that didn't happen. So I like Skirmix. He's cool. Number 8 is Nivok, whatever the hell you want to call it. Is that fucking hawk thing, I guess? Not hawk. Just because its name is Nivok doesn't mean it's a fucking hawk. It had a weird custom torso. You can spring open the latch and put Drago Duma in there and close. That's a nice little, thing. The claws on the feet were pretty cool. The legs were an interesting design. The upper leg, well, it's simple, but hey, it's effective, I guess. The torso, like you press the things on the side, the little rubbery sort of things on the side, and that made the wings expand, which was pretty cool. It had technical beams and Vaki staffs, Kirak staffs, razor saw thing looking swords. That was a pretty cool function. You could just fly. It's a pretty cool set. I like it. I liked Nivok. He was definitely an interesting, fun set to build. The long neck syndrome, he's an animal, of course, so the head was kind of weird in a way, but hey, I like the design, and it was a overall successful set, I must say. Nivok was definitely an interesting Rahi. There has to have been, like, in the story there couldn't have been more than one, or there couldn't have been only one, sorry, because, there was a couple of them you saw in Web of Shadows. So, Nivok was definitely sort of an interesting set among the 2004 Titans, Number 7 is our first combination model, I guess you could say. It's the Kagarak, which is made out of 2 Vizorak. Although in the movie, it's just the big golden-shelled Vizorak thing that you saw in the Battle for Metru Nui set. Yeah. But the Kagarak was an interesting story thing. I'm not going to get into that right now, but in terms of utilizing parts from Sukarak and Bogarak, the blue and the white parts, all of these these two Vizrak, the parts, go together rather well. It definitely looks sort of scary in a way. It's a mean looking thing. It's a mean looking son of a bitch that could probably poison you, and yeah, it's quite an interesting combination model. There's obviously other combination models that are Rahi that are pretty cool too, but this one was probably the coolest of the 2005 ones. And I know some of you are probably going to say, well, Voparak is pretty cool too, and yeah, I'll have to agree Voparak is cool, but I never built it. Number 6, at least I don't think I built it. Number 6 is the Muwaka and Kanera set. Okay, I pronounced it as Kanera for the longest time, but the pronunciation is, well, the correct pronunciation is Kanera. Okay, that's whatever. We'll start off with the Muwaka. The Muwaka, the classic scene in Matanui online game where Kopaka fights the Muwaka, Both the Muwaka and the Kanera, we'll just talk about both of them. The Muwaka is a tiger sort of thing, and the Kanera is a bull. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. Both of these have treads that you wheel around. They have arms with claws. They have these things sticking out with the infected masks. You pull one of those out and it makes them collapse. They both have massive freaking heads with teeth that looks like they would hurt when they probably bite you. Kanera has the bull horns. The Muwaka just has like cat ears of some sort, which is interesting. They both have a similar, main function, which is you grab their torso, you squeeze, and I'm sorry. You squeeze their torso, and that compresses that expands the like the accordion style levers and whatnot, technic levers configuration, and it lunges the head forward and makes them bite you. So yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome. Both the Muwaka and the Kanera do this, even though the Kanera has no reason to bite you. It's the Muwaka that will relentlessly bite you and probably bite your head off if you really are so inclined to imagine that. The Kanera is the one that'll probably put its horn up your ass. So yeah, don't mess with the Kanera. Definitely, I've never gotten these two. I've never gotten the set, but I love the concept of both of them. I've seen prototype images as well. Speaking of, well, okay, we'll talk about that later. Number 5 is Kikinalo from the Lee-Con and Kikinalo set. Why include Kikinalo with Lee-Con? Because he never rides it in the comics or the books or the movies. Why is this set a $30 set? Kikinalo is definitely one of my favorite Rahi designs. The build is awesome. Not only is Totally Khan a pretty cool character and separate build on himself, because it's the Metro build, but Kikinalo is basically like a fucking rhino kangaroo thing. There's a combination of the two in a way. They jump and they're just weird. They've got tails that are made out of rock sheet upper legs. Okay. They got the Chronicler staff halves as half of their heads, with Borak eyes here and there, and the head, or the long horn thing, is a Liwa Nuva air katana blade. Some people would exchange that out, the silver one out, with the dark orange one from the Gakko bird, and no, Gakko is not on here, and neither is Puku, I'm sorry. But honorable mentions, those are cool sets too. They are really innovative and fun, and I enjoyed playing with them. Someone stole my Takua though, so that sucks. But, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Kick and Aloe. Definitely an interesting build. The torso is great. The arms are definitely interesting. The claw hands are fun. The feet and the legs. It's just everything about Kick and Aloe, I feel like was done right. There was definitely a prototype out there that seemed like it was Kick and Aloe in its earliest stage of growth, maybe, if you want to bring up the whole metamorphosis thing. I don't know. But Kick and Aloe was definitely a well-designed Rahi set. Number 4 is Nui Rama. Yeah, the Nui Rama. You know, the little buzzer things. You hold on to their tails, and you push this thing, this growth on their ass or whatever, and that made their wings go. It actually stings. Like if you hit yourself in the face with it in the nose, it probably sting. They definitely have a bit of centrifugal force. I don't know why I was struggling to say that word, but it would probably hurt. I mean, yeah. The Nui Rama were definitely interesting. They had the Mata arms and Onua claws, obviously. The ones we got were the lime green and black one, and also the orange and black one. And there was 2 prototypes as well that were never released, but fans were able to make them, I think. You got this red one with gunmetal, or not gunmetal, dark gray Onua arms, Mata arms. And you got a yellow one as well with the black parts as well. They all 4 of these Nui Rama designs, well, they're all technically the same, but they all had the same eyes, bug eyes. Yeah, they're basically Rurus, I think, but transparent, translucent, dark blue Rurus, noble Rurus, and that definitely screams bug eyes. I mean, come on. These things look just... They're kind of menacing, and they're also kind of weird and interesting. I like the Nui Rama. I got them for Christmas one year. Got to build them. I had the instructions. The boxes are gone because I've never gotten the boxes, actually. So, oh my god, I missed out so much during G1's run. And the Nui Rama are just awesome. They're fun. They really are. And you can combine them too. You can combine them into the Nui Kopen, which is pretty cool too. Number 3 is Nui Jaga. I have one Nui Jaga back there. I still need to get the purple one. With the yellow eyes. Wait a minute. Yeah, the blue one over there has the red eyes. These oh man, the Nui Jaga are scorpion cretins. They have these stable arms that have their pincer things, but they're not actually pincers. They're just places for the infected masks. I don't know. They're Pikaris. They have that stinger tail that you pull this. Okay, you hold onto this pistol grip under this their undercarriage. I don't know if it's their big cock or something. I don't know. But you pull the trigger and it lunges the tail forward. It's just so fucking awesome. I missed out on a lot of sets back in G1, and that was one of them. Yeah, that's over there. Yeah, that's Mr. Nui Jaga of blue. So oh man, I got that at a resale shop of some sort, and I was so happy. I had to replace the rubber bands with white rubber bands, the current ones, I guess you could say, the modern ones. I had to replace them because, you know, it didn't have them, because they probably dried up and cracked and broke and whatnot. But yeah, the Nui Jaga are fucking fun. I mean, yeah, it's a bit squeaky hearing the parts as you pull the trigger. It's just so much fun doing the stinger motion. Oh my god! And the legs, the legs are just Toamata limbs, in black. There's 6 of them on each of the 2 Nui Jaga. The purple one, again, I still need to get, but the blue one, he has the white teeth, you know, as Onua claws as teeth, and he has, you know, the Nui Jaga are just so much fun. Now, if you compare that to a real scorpion would probably poison you. That thing, though, I mean, it would probably sting. Trust me, I've done it. I pulled the thing up to my face, and it hit its tail, hit my nose here, there, and it did actually sting a little bit. But it's awesome. I love the Nui Jaga. It's great. Now, I love even more is the Tarakava at number 2. Oh my god, these were fun. I got these one year, like 2000 and like, I want to say it was the late 2000s. And I got both. I got the full box. I got to open up build both. There was the teal Tarakava. There was the blue one. They both had the same function though. They were on spring loaded a little bit, so you know, all terrain sort of. Well, with the they had like brakes on their backs as on the back ends of their legs, and their legs are treads. Like with the Muaka and Kanera, you notice a trend here with the first Rahi builds. The Tarakava are great classic builds from 2001. Well, 2000 and 2001. Yeah. But the best thing about the Tarakava is these yellow little parts that are on their backs. You grip their torso. You grip their torsos, and you push those, you flip those levers down, and it lunges their fists, their arms, their fists that way. Where you do it at the same time, and it's so much fun. It's not even fucking funny. It's so much fun. The Tarakava are great. They are great early sets. They use the missile launcher missile thing with the rubber head as their punching gloves, I guess you could call them. You know, you can have them fight each other and knock their jaw down and, you know, break off the mask. Yeah, those were just so much fun. I loved the Tarakava. It sucks I don't have them anymore, but parts breakage, parts failing and whatnot, you know. But I love the Tarakava. Those were so much fun back when I got them. And well, at number 1 is the biggest of them all, the biggest Rahi, and it is a combo model, unfortunately. Sorry. It's Cardass. You know the Vizon and Cardass set that you would get, big fucking box, that you would get, I guess it was a Target, I think you could get it at Target, I don't know, but it was basically a combination model of Vizon and Fenrak, Axon, and Brutaka. Basically, we're combining parts of those 3 sets into, well, an alternate version of Vizon. He has an axe arm. What the fuck? And it's the same Vizon. Just one of his lower arms is chopped off and replaced with an axe. Axon's axe, just the axe head of Axon's axe, plus a little bit of parts mixing around and whatnot. He still had a chain. He still had the Staff of Fusion. This thing, Spear of Fusion. I originally called it the Staff of Life in the last video. I'm sorry. And Cardass just looks pretty fucking awesome. He still has the freaking, like, he has wings that can expand and fold, and it's pretty cool. He had simple arms, yes. He had a great torso design, well engineered, well thought out. The legs were great. The tail was simple, but still easy to put together, and the feet were well designed too. I mean, yeah, he had the individual toes that could move. You had that one brown piece from the staff of fusion that you put on his butt, and I guess it acts as a shit stain or something. I don't know. Cardass, I mean, he also had an extended neck, as well as spikes and whatnot. He had the Fenrak head, obviously, with it looked like a nightmare of a build. Literally, you could have nightmares just by looking at this thing and its jaws open up and like, it's fucking awesome. I had parts, like I built Cardass out of parts I had in my collection. I didn't build Vizon because why? I built the Cardass Dragon. I've seen how big the fucking thing is. It's fucking awesome. Unfortunately, that build is no longer because, again, parts breakage, things falling apart, and, you know, I needed the parts to build other mocks. So, one of these days I will rebuild that dragon, and I will have it proudly displayed on a shelf. Probably. And the Cardass Dragon is a well-engineered, well-thought-out, well-designed combination model that really beats all other combination models to the ground and below. Subterranean. I mean, let's be honest. Ultimate Duma was, given the parts they had to work with, an interesting, you know, Makuta Pterodax sort of model for 2004. Voparak was interesting. Takuta Nuva was interesting. What else was there? There was other combination models. The Zyglak, again, Zyglak was kind of some race from the Bionicle storyline, like they're savages of some sort, but that was a cool combination model, but it's not a Rahi. But Cardass easily beats all other combination models from G1, and even G2! G2's combination models ain't got shit on G1 combination models, I mean, let's be honest. Especially Cardass. Cardass literally puts them all to death. Let's be honest. It literally bites their fucking heads off and leaves them dead and bleeding. Oh my god, Cardass is literally the best, the biggest and the best Bionicle Rahi of all time. And yeah, there are probably mocks out there that are possibly better, but that's not a possibility. Let's be honest. It doesn't matter how big and awesome your Rahi mock may be. Cardass kicks it to the curb. I mean, really, Cardass was just, it's the best. It really is the best Rahi set of all time. And yeah, I still have nostalgia for the 2001, you know, the Nui Jaga, the Nui Rama, the Tarakava, even Kikinalo. Nivok, I definitely have nostalgia for that, and Gadonka, I guess I have less nostalgia for, but Skirmix, even less. But, again, Cardass kicks ass. It's like the most metal combination model of all of Bionicle. He's a big freaking dragon, you know? And he's awesome. And if you disagree, you know what? Fuck you. Because Cardass... yeah. Cardass is just great. He really is. And well, that is my list. Top 10 favorite Rahi of all time. I know one of them was sort of too Rahi, but hey, it's the similar build. What can I tell you? So, right there for now. And, yeah. So post your list in the comment section below. And, yeah. What are your favorite Rahi? And if you're gonna say something like the the Infernavica, go away. I mean, come on. The Infernavica is a cute little thing, or even the Phyco spider is again a cute little tiny spider thing. It's cool. Even the little Hana crab from, you know, the Toa Jalar Mari set. That's cute. It's a cute little tiny crab thing, but it's got nothing on Cardass. Cardass is a beast. I hope y'all enjoyed this 30-minute fucking video. And yeah, I've got more list videos for y'all, and I hope y'all enjoy them. If you enjoy these list videos, give me a like, you know? Subscribe if you like list videos, because I know there are people out there that don't care about these kind of videos, because sometimes exaggeration is a thing, and well, maybe I'm exaggerating about Cardass. I don't know, but I don't think so. I really like Cardass. I really want to rebuild that, the dragon, and it's just, so much fun. Before I sign off for today, tea! Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this here, list video. I almost said Moha video. I don't do those anymore, unfortunately. Sorry. But yeah, stay tuned for more videos. I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks. Have a good fucking day, and peace.